Super Typhoon Sinlaku approaching the northern Mariana Islands. Super Typhoon Sinlaku still remains a astonishing Category 5 even after its peak yesterday. As of right now, 12.1 degrees north, 148.9 degrees east as of 3 p.m. tomorrow's standard time on April 13th. So again, that's latest at 3 p.m. at Hagatna time and Saipan time, 5 a.m. UTC. Currently at 180 miles an hour, slightly down from its peak of 190 yesterday, and a central pressure of 898 millibars, still in the 800s, again slightly up from its peak of 886 yesterday. Currently moving northwest at a compass degree of 315 degrees. So the wind fields of this storm still remain quite large, the largest being 240 nautical miles to the northeast, 180 to the southeast and northwest, 185 to the southwest. The 64 knot wind fields remain at 70 nautical miles across the entire eastern side of the storm, 45 to the southwest and 55 nautical miles to the northwest. There is a typhoon warning in effect for Rota, Tinian and Saipan, as well as a typhoon watch and a tropical storm warning in effect for Guam. As in terms of distances, we are 281 miles away from Rota, 285 from Guam, 292 from Tinian, and 295 miles away from Saipan. So a tropical storm warning and a typhoon watch still remain in effect for Guam, a typhoon warning in effect for Rota and Saipan as well. So when it comes to the primary hazards from this storm, they are damaging winds. The typhoon force winds are forecast for the northern Mariana Islands. Now, according to the JTWC, the area is forecast to receive wind speeds of 125 knots as maximum, that's 145 miles per hour. Residents in the path of this storm need to be finalizing preparations now, as the preparation time window is fast approaching. And speaking of the JTWC, here's the latest cone from them. As you can see, 125 knots as this storm makes a closer pass to Tinian. I'm not quite sure if that counts as landfall or not. Again, this is still up in the air as to whether it will make landfall or not, or it will just bypass the islands. And as you can see, by the end of the cone here, it's weakened down to 70 knots as it begins an eastward track. When it comes to sea surface temperatures, you can really tell what made the storm get pumping, really. It's still in waters of around 28 degrees Celsius. As it continues its track northwards, those temperatures will start to decrease. And when you consider where the storm came from, they're about 28-29 degree waters as well. So as the storm continues its track northward, those temperatures will start to decrease. And when it comes to multi-modal diagnostics, that's pretty much peak for this storm right now. The models expect weakening from this point onwards. Part of that is deep layer shear, as of right now, still remains quite low. It's quite fluctuating according to one specific model there, but it will begin to rise. Sea surface temperatures also begin to decline, as well as mid-level relative humidity. And you can see on the track there on the left, the storm will continue northwest before curving north and then beginning to turn northeast. When it comes to the latest imagery from this storm, look at that. It doesn't quite look as potent as it did yesterday with a full pink ring around it. Like I said, its peak yesterday was 190 miles an hour and 886 millibars. It is not quite that strong currently. It's now 180 and 898 millibars. But this storm still looks very impressive on the satellite, as the imagery will switch up in just a moment as well. You can see, there we go, so there's the visible imagery, again looking very, very potent. Again, not quite as potent as it did yesterday, but it still looks mighty impressive, and this storm still remains a very powerful 180 miles an hour Category 5 on track for the northern Mariana Islands. And so as the imagery switches again, you can see we still have a full red ring around this system. Those are indicative of minus 70s. When the storm was at its peak yesterday, this thing had a full yellow ring around it. Those are minus 80s. And even now you can still see the peak of minus 90s, those white splotches there, as the imagery will continue its loop. It's beginning to lose those in latest frames,